Now, no buzz. The Just Bees Book Club. Late contender for favorite book of the year. I already declared that C. Pam Zhang's Land of Milk and Honey was my favorite book of the year. I hadn't read this at that point. And look, I still think I think Zhang is just more my speed personally, but I love this book. I like really love this book. And by the time this is out, I will probably have already written a thing about this book and maybe some others. I'm trying to do real criticism again. It seems wild. The thing I truly love, and this is like a fun thing to do for me. But yeah, I'll probably have a piece out that sort of talks about this in depth. But just maybe even a thing on this channel, depending on how much time I take to do a thing. But yeah, just sort of the high level. More Perfect is Temi O's sophomore novel. Funnily enough, I think both Temi O and C. Pam Zhang had their debuts published in 2019 and their sophomores in 2023, and I've loved all four of those books quite a bit. There's different reasons for that, but Do You Dream of Terror 2 is like probably a top 10 book of all time for me. It's one of the only books I've reread 3 times. I'll do a second reread sometimes, but the third time is very weird. And like I said, that came out in 2019. I didn't discover it until 2020, so that's 3 times in less than 3 years, which is like basically unprecedented since I was a child. I love that book. I think it's damn near perfect. I think this is it's not more perfect, but it is more perfect. The title, anyway. Yeah, this is the story of Orpheus and Moremi in like I want to say late 2040s UK. It is a shared universe with Do You Dream of Terror 2 based on one single detail that shows up randomly at some point in the middle of the book. I read it and was like, wait a second, is that? Okay, I see what you're doing. Temi O. Made me pretty happy. I read this in 2 sittings. I devoured it. I think the big takeaway, like the big personal takeaway that I've said to a few people now, just in my life, is that Temi O is kind of my perfect depression writer. When I read this book, I was really bad. My head was very in a bad space, and I realized that I just wanted to read her words, and that they made me feel an equilibrium, let's say, that I wasn't able to achieve in my own brain outside of the book at that period of time. So I've described her as my sort of my perfect depression writer because when I first read Terra 2, it was like early lockdown. Felt not great in here. And then having reread it a number of times, I think every time I read it, I've not been in a great place, but it has helped me be in a place at least. And I think that has a lot to do with her extreme facility for characterization. You can also hear me talk over on the Spectology pod a couple years back in a pre and post read about Terra 2 pretty extensively with Adrian that I think holds up pretty decently. Honestly, I went back and was able to re-listen to it, which is kind of fascinating. But yeah, I'm not going to get super deep into More Perfect. Orpheus and Moremi, near future. There's a panopticon. It's a thing that you get implanted into your brain to be able to use the internet from your brain instead of having to use a device. This is controversial. This is a much more sort of explicitly political novel than Terra 2 was in certain ways. And I think it's pretty fantastic. I'm looking forward to rereading it at some point when my brain feels pretty bad. Just a truly delightful thing. It was really nice also to just be able to read a C. Pam Zhang and a Temi O in the same year, and this is all going to be in the thing I've already written by the time this comes out. So maybe, who knows? I haven't written it yet, so maybe this is all empty promises. B to B. The bees line to bees, you know? Delightful. Delightful book. More perfect. Delightful book. Thanks for not watching.